Hey YouTube, happy Sunday. So first of all, I just wanted to take a second and congratulate belatedly the Washington Nationals on their winning their first World Series. So I included a little Topps Chrome Juan Soto here, just as a little nod to that for the video. So this is actually the first Sunday Randoms video that I've done in quite a while. It's not so much that I haven't had the chance to, some thoughts and some things that I wanted to throw out there. It just hasn't been the opportunity. One thing that has finally started to come together is I started a new job and things have started settling down, so it finally gives me a chance to hopefully do a couple more of these videos in the future. It still won't be a regular occurrence, but as things come up, I will definitely take the opportunity. There was no pickup video last week just because there were no pickups. Not surprising since I did know things were going to slow down a little bit, but I did get a card in, so I'm going to start off with that. And if you just want to check out the pickup, it'll be done pretty quickly. I'll have a couple of thoughts on related to it, and then I'll talk about a few other topics that I had in mind. So first of all, the pickup. So it was this card. It was a 2008-2009 Marks of Obsidian Mike Modano autograph. As I mentioned previously, I'm a big fan of the Upper Deck Black, especially from this late 2000s era. The design is something that's really worked for me, and I always like when an autograph can be like on a paint pen. And this one has like a nice little 3D effect, given that the autograph is happening on a piece of canvas, or a piece of jersey, if you will, inside of a cutout. So you got kind of a 3D-ish effect that's going on with it. And it's a nice clean autograph, and it's well centered here. And this one is number 6 of 25. Hopefully that sound was my fantasy football team doing something, so we'll check that out in a little bit. So that's number 6 of 25. Now, one bone I have to pick with Upper Deck on this one, and I don't want to pick on them too much for a 10-year-old product, but the thing about this Marks of Obsidian one, and obviously I like the card, because I went and I bought it. However, this card has a striking resemblance to another card in my collection, which is this one. So this is the silver version of the Marks of Obsidian, the exact same card, and this is numbered 31 of 35. Now here's my problem with this, and this is kind of in general for sets that do this kind of thing. I've never understood. These are the only two parallels of this card in that particular series. Now here's kind of my problem. So Modano signed 60 of these cards in total. But why did Upper Deck decide to go with out of 35 and out of 25? The thing about that is, if you're only going to get the guy to sign 60 of them, then why wouldn't you go like, say, 50 for the silver and then 10 for the gold? And the end result of doing it kind of the way that you did here is you basically have two virtually identical cards that are numbered nearly the same, and thus they're basically worth the same amount. And given that there's no other parallels, there's no out of 10, out of 5, or anything like that, I genuinely would be curious to know why they decided to take the 60 signed cards and disperse them in this way. Because aside from the fact that the foil on the outside is two different colors, the actual pieces of fabric that are signed in the paint pen are identical. It's just a small nitpick. And like I said, this is a 10-year-old product, so we're not going to spend too much time worrying about it. But I guess if you want to think of it that way, this is kind of a completion of a little mini rainbow. It's only two cards, but those are the only two Marks of Obsidians you can get from Modano from that year. This one here is actually card number 102. So it's the 102nd different Mike Modano certified autograph in my collection. So I recently passed the century mark, some pickup videos ago, and this one's just another edition. And I'm going to still keep adding more as I come along, but I'm going to be a little pickier in terms of which ones I pick up, because once you have over 100 of them, you really don't need any more. But at the same time, if there's something that looks a little interesting, then I certainly wouldn't mind adding it to the collection. So as far as pickups is concerned, that's it for this week. I will tell you that coming in the future, so if you're only interested in the pickup videos, you can pretty much stop the video now and you're good to go. But I will say, as far as pickups in the future, I know that there's some stuff that I ordered on eBay that may be coming in next week. It just kind of depends on the postal gods and what they want to do. But I will say that coming up probably next week, I will have a video talking a little bit about the Sports Card Expo in Toronto that's going to be coming up in a couple of weeks. And I'm going to have a video talking about different cards that I intend to actually have sent in for grading from PSA. So that'll be a video related to that. And then certainly in a couple of weeks, I'll probably do a little vlog related to the show itself. And then, of course, probably around Christmas time or in the New Year, there'll be hopefully the submission results. So there'll be a couple of videos directly or indirectly related to the Card Expo coming up over the next couple of weeks, and then, of course, at the end of the year, probably. With all that said, there are a couple of other items that I wanted to talk about. So I'm going to put the Modanos away, and then let's have a little conversation. As I said, the pickup video portion of this is done. But now let's talk about rookie cards in general. And the Juan Soto here, in addition to being an ode to the Nationals, also kind of fits in this narrative a little bit. So let's use a couple of examples here and talk about the rookie card. So there's our Vladimir Guerrero Jr. flagship rookie card. And this is kind of an ode to a video from those back pages made a couple of weeks ago, probably now. So it's been a little bit. I had a little bit of time delay making the video. But it kind of brought into question some thoughts about what is a rookie card. And I will say that it's become kind of murky. Like, looking at this this Vladimir Guerrero Jr. card here, this one is probably one of the easier ones to figure out. This is a flagship rookie. So first I'll kind of give you my definition, and then I'll talk a little bit about how things get a little murky and complicated from there. For me, I think a rookie card, in order to actually be a rookie card, has to be from a pack pulled product, because obviously you can buy box sets and you can buy different things like that. To me, I don't really consider that a rookie card, even if it's something that happens in a player's rookie year. But the card companies, in their endeavor to make more cards that people are going to want to pull in their various products, have made this a lot more complicated. And this Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is a really good example of kind of the differences that happens. So obviously this is the kind of the short printed flagship rookie, where it's not numbered, and from the Series 2 of 2019 Topps. But if you buy like the factory sets, you can pull this card out of the boxes. Now, obviously, you can't pack pull this one, so to me, this wouldn't really be a rookie card. It'd be kind of a variation. But you can see that that's in the complete sets, and it's carded number 700, which is what the other Guerrero would have been had they included the numbering in there. So this is a variation of that rookie card rather than, in my opinion, a rookie card itself. In the same vein, you can also have this one, which again, almost identical design, card number 700, the last card in that series. But again, it's a variation of the rookie card rather than a rookie card itself, which differs obviously from a parallel. Kind of muddying the waters a little bit more is that you do have other series. So again, this one I would consider a rookie card as well because it's pack pulled. So let's look at it from that perspective. So here is your Topps Chrome. Again, almost identical design, but it is obviously a Topps Chrome card. But I would consider this to be a rookie card because it is in a separate pack pulled product. You buy boxes of Topps Chrome the same way that you buy boxes of 2019 Topps. So even though it's a different numbering system, the design is virtually identical. So from that perspective, you're not getting that much variation, but it is a separate product. You're having to buy packs, and you can pull this in a pack, and it's a separate product, even if the card itself looks kind of the same. So I'll give you one more example here as well. Let me pull that one out there. So how about this one? This is 2019 Allen and Ginter. So there is his rookie card from 2019 Allen and Ginter. Again, a pack pull product, fairly straightforward, nothing too complicated. Sounds fair? Okay, so along the same vein, what about Allen and Ginter X? Same thing. Now you got a black bordered version of the card, very similar. The distribution model is very similar. So I'm trying to make a distinction here because you've got products like Topps Now, you've got products like different things, and then you've got a product where a Vladimir Guerrero Jr. like this is available like in Topps Total. So in the same vein, while I could consider this a rookie card, and I consider the Allen and Ginter, I consider the Topps Chrome, I consider the Topps, okay, fair enough, all good. But what about a card like the Topps Total rookie card? To me, I'm going to say no, only because of the distribution model. Because you could buy these little box sets that you could pull that would have the Vladimir Guerrero in it, but at the same time, it wasn't, in my mind, I don't really treat it that way as a rookie card the same way. But again, you could make an argument. And this is where it gets really complicated. And none of this even brings up the current cards that are coming out recently, which is the Topps Update. There's a Topps Update Vladimir Guerrero Jr., which is also considered a rookie card. And I don't know about that. But at the same time, it's a pack-pulled product. So even though it's still under kind of the Topps model, do we not have to consider that a rookie card as well? And I guess you kind of do. And this is where it all kind of makes it a little bit more complex. I don't have one of those to show you. I did order one, and I do have it sitting in my ComC, and I will bring it at some point, and it'll be part of a mail day in the future. But at the same time, it gets kind of hard because now, okay, is this a rookie card? Is the Topps Update a rookie card as well as the Topps Chrome? And it gets a little bit murkier and murkier from there. Now let's talk about one more consideration, and then I'll kind of draw some conclusions. So this is a 2019 Panini Immaculate, and this is actually the parallel. So this is not actually considered the rookie card, even though it's got the logo on it. This is a parallel of the rookie card, the gold version out of 49. But the regular version is out of 99, and this is another thing that has kind of stuck out to me over time, where it's a little bit complicated for me. I do have a little bit of a problem in the sense that the Immaculate out of 99, it is you can pull it out of a pack. So from that sense, it's a real thing. And it's got a regular card number, so it's part of the base set. So from that perspective, I don't have any issue with it. But where it starts to get a little complicated for me is that I don't know how comfortable I am with the idea that short-printed rookies are nothing new. They've been around for a long time. But I kind of struggle with the idea that you can talk about a short-printed rookie that's under 100 copies. And the thing is, there's a ton of examples of that, and it's not really a new phenomenon. But at the same time, there's got to be a limit of some kind where you have to really kind of question yourself and say, like, look, at what stage, how limited, like, what's the cutoff line? What is the threshold where now I don't know if it's really a rookie card anymore because it's so short printed? And the problem is and I think the overarching theme here that we're kind of getting at with this discussion is that there is no hard and fast rules. And the more sets that have come out and the more, I guess, innovation, if you want to call it that the card companies have done to try to make all these different products, it's become more complicated to try to really think of it. So I'm going to pull this one off here, and I'm going to use an example to kind of illustrate the point that I'm making. And that'll be, how about this one? So this is a Spectra. This is one that I had from a mail day, and I don't think this guy is really turning out as well as a lot of people would hope. But nonetheless, I got the card, and I was able to get it pretty inexpensively. So this is a Sam Darnold rookie card from Spectra. It's a nice looking card. Like, I really like the Spectra design and everything. So I got to include it in a video somewhere, at least get some value out of it. But this one obviously is out of 99. Now, if Sam Darnold turns out to be pretty good, this could be a pretty nice card. But the thing about it isn't so much the value of the card. I'm not so concerned about that right now. My main point is this is a rookie card, and this is out of 99 copies. And it is a pack-pulled card. And by definition, I think it meets the criteria to be considered a rookie card. But my question really comes down to, if this card was a pack-pulled card and it was part of the base set, and you would need this card to be considered completing the base set, my question is, what is the threshold? Obviously, 99 is enough. But if it was out of 50, would it still be okay? If it was out of 25, would it still be okay? At what point is it, venture almost out of the base card category and into being kind of almost an insert itself? And that's kind of an open-ended question. I really don't know the answer to that, but it's kind of something I propose. And all the examples I've given, there is no hard and fast rules on any of them. It's kind of like there are questions all over the place. It really comes down to, what is a rookie card? What constitutes? And even if you think you know what a rookie card is, what's the desirable one? You got the Topps Chrome, which are generally going to have higher condition, and then you've got the flagships. And, the question still comes into play even with the example that I've got in the background here. So even if I talk about the Soto, I'll adjust the focus there. So even if I talk about the Soto here, this is the Topps Chrome version. Some people would prefer the regular Topps flagship version. But this one here, you're more likely, if you were to send this off for grading, and I may at some point, if I was to send this off for grading, the likelihood of this getting a PSA 10 is higher. So does that make it more desirable than the other one? Or is the fact that it's easier to get a higher grade on it make the other one actually more desirable because the potential is better? And should that even be a consideration? So the value thing be as important as the fact that both of them are pack-pulled ones, and there's just a preference here. And all of those things kind of make it complex. And it's hard to say. That's kind of really what I wanted to talk about a little bit. So for me, I think, if I was going to kind of take a stand on it, my thing is, I think it's got to be pack-pulled. No matter what, it's got to, at the bare minimum. I'm not going to try to make any judgment or opinion based on what the cutoff is as far as how limited a card can be and still kind of be part of the base set. But I think it has to be pulled out of a pack. I think something like a Topps Total is no good. Topps Now is no good. I don't think any of those should be considered. But where I do kind of run into a bit of a gray area, a bit murky, is when we talk about something like what I mentioned earlier with having a Topps base card product like this and then having the Topps update. Only because in the past, when you had a Topps update, it was easier to have something like that where you would have what was called the extended rookie card. You would have, like, say, the 1986 Topps Barry Bonds. That was an extended rookie card because it was a year before all the other base rookie cards came out. To me, that was a little easier to kind of work through, but now we've made it a little complicated because now we've got a base card in the same year as the standard Topps card and the standard Topps Chrome card and all the other rookie cards. So the question kind of becomes, like, almost everything's a rookie card if it comes out in the year that people want it to fit in. And we've kind of let the definition get really lax because there isn't really an authority that can say this is a rookie card and this is not. I think it's really up to kind of the collectors to kind of make up their own minds and decide. And I'm not sure we've even made up our own minds because I think we're all over the place depending on, I guess, which one we pull. We want that to be the rookie card. And we're willing to be really flexible on our definition to make that work. So that's kind of really it. I just wanted to have a little bit of a discussion, kind of out loud. I'd love to hear if you have any thoughts on that, because it is kind of open-ended. I don't think there's a right answer or a wrong answer. I think there's a lot there if you really want to dig into it. But I'd love to hear if you have any thoughts. Any questions, by all means, feel free to ask. And hopefully I'll catch you in the next video in the next little while, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.